Hello? Okay. Oh my god, this is the best I've sounded in weeks. Oh my god. I haven't spoken all day. Oh my god. Anyways, let me turn that down. My voice. It's the lipstick. Man, my voice has been so annoyingly crap. I can't even tell you guys. It gets worse with rest. Like, no shit, laying down and not talking for 2 hours and then going to talk, my voice would be like, horrid. Like, horrid. I don't want to ruin it. I'm going to stay calm. I'm not going to ruin it. Wow, we have a voice today, my dudes. Good morning. Happy Thursday? Who is she? I feel like I'm listening to the wrong person. I'm so used to my horrible... I'm so used to my horrible gravel. This is crazy. Don't read chat or Discord then. To stay calm? Okay. And the calm is gone. It's immediately gone. That's good. I love that. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I guess my ears will just get really hot and I'll have a minor panic attack for no reason. It's nothing I actually... Okay, that's all I needed, Viata. I was literally going to be like, is it something I genuinely have to worry about? I don't know if you can tell. My face is so hot. Instantaneous. I am sweating. I can't tell you guys. I literally had to stop checking DMs on Discord for a while because every day it was bad news and I couldn't take it anymore. It's fine. I just have minor panic attacks. I'm fine. See, the voice went immediately. It's fine. Stress is relaxations for the fucking week. Who needs that? I swear I'm intelligent. Hurts. Literally, I know you can look, there's an ear behind me. My dog's ripped an ear off of one of their toys today. You can attest to this. The smarter you get, the dumber you feel. All the time. Rod's trying to convince folks he won today. Oh, I can kill that. I saw Viata's pop on my computer the moment I went live. Just saying, moment I went live, notification popped up on my computer. Viata posted in the Discord that you've gone live. Like, the moment. I'm not going to look at the channel. I'm going to go by my notification. Fight me! I love that you guys compete to be first on that. It brings me much joy. So, I went and bought straw last night. That's what I did. I went out and, I did so much stupid research, my dudes. Like, I told you guys I planted grass. And everybody in the chat that knows better than me was like, you should spread straw on it or something. So the grass seed doesn't blow away because it's super fucking windy in Denver. And so the birds don't eat it and whatnot. And so I did all this, like, for the past, 3 days, I've been researching, like, where's the cheapest place I can buy straw bales? Just bales of straw, which I just don't live in the farming area, so there's not that around. So the closest place was a Tractor Supply 20 minutes away for $7 a bale. If I would have gone to Lowe's or something, it was like $12 to $20 a bale for straw. Like, this isn't even alfalfa. This isn't even, like, food. Straw. Just fucking straw bales. So I drove many cities away to get it. No shit. On the internet, I saw some straw for $32 a bale of straw. I thought the same thing because I was like, well, you'd think it'd be cheaper to get online. Like, unfortunately, usually it's spun gold. No shit. It's from the, what is it? Rumpelstiltskin. It's the Rumpelstiltskin straw. So I drove across the city and I didn't even know. I don't know. I didn't really know what I was doing. And I go into the store and they have nothing in the store. And I'm like, do you guys have straw? And they're like, yeah, we have bales out back. How many do you want? And I literally asked the kid, how big are the bales? Because I don't know. I haven't seen them. Like, are they bales or are they like whatever? And the kid at the register says they're about like this. I like this. I'm like, all right, let's get 6. Like that's, I better to have too much. I don't want to fucking drive across the city again to get hay. So I had my Jeep. And thankfully, my Jeep seats fold down. Like my Jeep is incredible. It's the best little cube. I sleep in that thing when we go to Burning Man. It's pretty big on the inside. So I folded all the seats down. And the kid that was in the back loading the hay looks at my Jeep. He's like, how many bales did you get? I was like, 6. We're doing it. We fucking jammed 6 bales of hay into the back of my Jeep. But I can't tell you how much fucking hay is in my Jeep right now. Like, genuinely, I'm thinking I just need to go for a drive with all my windows down and a mask. And just like, I don't know what to do. It's not on my seats, thank fuck. But it's everywhere. And irony, so I have a really big yard. So I got 6 bales. I had no idea how many bales I would need in any way, shape, or form. But I knew I had a lot of ground cover, and I asked the kid how many square feet it covered. I shouldn't have. I worked at Lowe's as a youth. I know that we don't know shit. I don't know why I was relying on this poor cashier. Poor kid was probably like, this fucking old woman. So I get this, I took a picture. It's in our Discord movie chat if you guys want to see it. I took a picture of myself in my car with all the fucking bales of hay behind me, and I was like, movie night, I'm gonna be late, but I got straw. So last night, I spread it all over my fucking yard. Everywhere, all over, all the dirt, everything that doesn't have anything growing on it is covered in straw. My entire yard is covered in fucking straw. I did it. And now I just have to wait. And this is the worst time. But I don't have my purse here. I bought some seeds while I was there. I got a bunch of nasturtiums. And I got squash and zucchini and marigolds. And a couple other things that you guys had suggested to me that'll be just like hella easy to grow because I'm focusing on trying to get some sort of ground cover this year, grass and clover and shit like that. So I got a bunch of seeds, masking goggles. Yeah, I mean, the fucking hay is everywhere. Good morning, Omar Reed. How are you? I'm going to find it for years. I am. The only saving grace is I have leather in my Jeep. Because I'm a bougie bitch. I have leather. So it's not like embedding in the seats, thank fuck. And I folded all the seats down, so it's only in the back. But it reminds me of coming back from Burning Man. If I wasn't set up this way, I wish I could go back and not bring a car to Burning Man. Simply because you will never, ever, ever not have dust in your car again. The dust. Like every time I turn on the air in my car, a cloud of playa dust comes out. It's forever. And that's what this hay is making me feel right now. Like, oh no, I've doubled down. Everything's in the vents of my fucking Jeep now. I got the Jeep to be hardcore, but Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. It's so much straw everywhere. It's a lot. Over here, wait till they're 30 for straw. Like, I'm talking not even food. Straw is $35 a bale. See, this is why I drove across the city, because I saw prices like that. I'm not shitting you. I saw prices from $7 was the cheapest, $7 a bale, all the way up to 30-something bucks a bale. Per bale. That's insane. For straw? Absolutely not. Oh my God, I would never. Don't buy that. At Home Depot, no shit. Where I went, to the Tractor Supply store or whatever, there was Tractor Supply, and then like across the parking lot was a Lowe's. So I priced it, and the Lowe's ones were like 16 bucks a bale, and it was the same shit. I don't know why anyone would buy it there. It's farmer glitter. You know what's weird? Weird thing, kind of. The smell of it is so good. Man, I don't know. You guys know I grew up on a farm. The smell of horse stalls is very nostalgic to me. And man, that straw in my car, I was like, I feel like such a farm girl again. Wild. My arms are fucking covered in scratches and welts, though. Oh my God. I should have wore a long sleeve. That would have been wise when slinging bales of sharp straw. That was a bad move. Idiot. Katie. Oh, this is the picture. This is me in my hay. Please open. Discord's been weird to me today. I don't know. it was. Is it gonna pull up the right monitor? Yeah, that's me in my hay. Viata, you know what's funny? When I took this picture, I thought of you because these are the dreaded sunglasses with the stupid nose pads that I hate. But I forgot sunglasses. These are my like car sunglasses. I leave them in my car for emergencies because I fucking hate them because they have those stupid nose pads that get stuck in your hair. And the moment I took the picture, I'm like, oh, Viata's gonna notice the sunglasses. I felt Rod, the traffic was so bad. Dude, I think it's everywhere I've ever lived. Summer means construction. That's it. You want to go for a nice drive? Twice as long as it should be because construction. I got detoured so many fucking times because of, and I know my whole family's construction. I ain't out there shaming, like, we need construction workers. Please, for the love of God, take care of yourself. Your body's going to break down. But like nine times out of 10, it's like an entire roped off, coned off area where there's construction and there's no fucking workers anywhere. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why are you just it's like a child leaving their mess when they're done playing? Like, why are you allowed to leave this? You've clearly done nothing. Like, nothing. All you did was put cones down, blocked off an entire lane, and now everybody... It took me... it was 4 changes of a light just to turn left onto the highway. Yesterday, coming out of... oh God, not Laughlin. That's fucking Arizona. Start with an L. I don't know. The city I went to. You'd probably Lafayette. No, the city I went to. I can't remember the name of it. But no shit. I like one car would be able to turn because it's fucking construction. I was pissed because I left the moment stream ended. Tried to go to the post office. Of course, it was closed for some fucking reason. And then did that. And was still late for movie night because of fucking traffic. Like, I flew to be home on time. I was pissed. Longmont. Yeah. Longmont. Thank you. I love the horse smell. Is that weird? I do too. $30 oh my God. 30 pound bale of straws, $6.99. That's what I got it for too. Like $7.32 a piece or something like that. Big full-size bales. And no shit, in my entire yard, I only used 3 bales. And I went a little overboard. Like, I used a little, like, I really covered. So I have 3 bales of straw I don't know what to do with. Any ideas? You know what's funny? They're car glasses that I found on the playa at Burning Man. They're Moop. Those are, do I have them here? No. Those are Moop sunglasses that I found on the playa and kept because you never know when someone's going to need sunglasses, and I just leave them in the car just in case. But I hate them. I need new sunglasses. I got Harley Davidson glasses and those I hate them. You know what? I'm going to suggest these to you. I actually got these on Amazon before Loveburn, and I really like them. What's the brand? I got them on Amazon, but they're hardy, dude. I threw these bitches, and they have not fallen apart, and they have a bunch of different colors. But what are you? Do you have a brand? I got them on Amazon, dude. And they don't have the fucking little nose pads, so you can do the headband thing and they don't stick in your hair. But I love them because they're not necessarily made for extra wide heads, so it's not like they're gonna fall off your head, but they're not tight. But they still stay on your head. I don't know how to explain that. I'm really sensitive around my temples, and so any glasses that are gonna sit on my temples, if they squeeze at all, I'm gonna get a migraine, so I have to get like these kind, but man, these held up. These have held up hard. If it can survive a burn, I feel like it's a pretty hardcore item in general. It's always same rod. That's how it was for me going. I went like I used Google Maps because construction, and it took me 2 completely different ways getting there and home. And it was just sitting and nothing was happening. What are you doing? Halloween, throw it out on the lawn. That's like months, though. Is it going to mold? You can supposedly use them as a growing medium. And I've seen them used as a growing medium, and then I've seen people use them to, prevent erosion. But I genuinely just have 3 bales of hay, and I don't know what to do with them now. They're just chilling there. I almost wonder if this would have been easier, but you got straw. That's what matters. What is it? Chop straw bedding. Like this straw. It was. How do I explain? I mean, I'm assuming a lot of us have. I don't know. Have you? Did any of you live on farms and feed horses? I had horses. Anyways, when you get a bale and you unbale it, it comes apart like toast, like sliced bread. I don't know how to explain that. And so usually, grab a chunk, throw it in the horse thing. Grab a chunk, throw it in the horse thing. Like you get these like slices out. So I would literally grab a slice and then just do this to it and walk across the yard and it just shreds. It's not like long straw or anything like that. It's shredded pretty damn easily. Like the longest pieces were like this. Which was nice, but honestly, I just wanted to go for the cheapest shit. Sinimos, my love! Cheers, bitch. I had a pair of Calcuttas that my dog got me. Wait, that my dad got me, but I broke them while fishing. I'm really picky about the lens colors. I don't like the ones that change colors too much. What do you mean that lens color? Like what it looks like to you? I don't want it to look like anything either. I just want it to the sun not to hurt my eyes. That's it. I just have ridiculously sensitive eyes. And if I don't wear sunglasses, I'll get a headache because I'm like, cheers. Oh, I live nowhere near Longmont, actually. I drove very far away. I'm in Denver proper. I drove, I feel like where I live, because I'm so close to the city, we're the city technically, real close to the city, but I'm not, how do I say this? Everything I want to go to is 20 minutes away. Almost exactly. The city, 20 minutes away. Micro Center, a little bit longer. That one's 40 minutes away. The feed store, 20 minutes away. There's nothing around me. It's just residents. I live in a massively residential area near the city. But no, I end up having to drive everywhere because we just don't have a lot local. We have a lot of good food local, but it's not like a farming community or anything like that. So finding a feed store with that kind of supply was a little difficult. But no, I live pretty far away from it. So that's why the drive. I don't mind a drive. I was just on a schedule. And I don't like being late to things. That bothers me. I have a big head with a round face. In all my older than Zeke years, I've never found any sunglasses that look good on me. Same with hats. Have you searched for extra wide sunglasses? I'm not kidding. It's been a lifesaver. In general, when you go to the glasses websites or whatever, you can search by extra wide. And it's not just it's not like they just made these bow out. This part is genuinely wider to fit a wider facial frame. I have a fat head. I do this. My glasses I have on order that I was supposed to pick up yesterday, but the fucking post office was closed. Those glasses, they're extra wide because I have a big head. I'm a bobblehead human. I don't know. I guess I just got a fat head, but same. And it's been a lifesaver because as a kid, I didn't know this existed if it did, but I would just suffer with all the normal stuff and it would push on my head and it would look weird because they're so small. Yeah, I feel that. I grew up on a ranch with horses, so I'm all too familiar. You know what I mean. Then, yeah, the weird loaf. Yeah, what it looks like to me, I just want it to look normal without blinding. I'm the same. I don't get weird tints or anything like that. I don't. I just want it to look normal without my eyes hurting. Grandparents had a farm with 2 horses and cows. From spring to fall, spent 2 weeks there every summer, plus usually a couple other holiday visits. That's awesome. I'm so glad you got to have that experience. Same here. Everything's 30 minutes except groceries. Same. There's a gap. My weed store is less than anything else. My weed store, 2 miles away, maybe 5 miles away. Food, tons of food. We've got amazing food trucks, fucking everywhere. The roads are lined with them. Lots of grocers, lots of butchers and stuff. But anything else outside of that, you want to go to a movie theater, 20 minutes away. Everything, because I'm just in a majorly residential, the city, I guess. But it's not the worst. Hat tax, I hope you're doing well, honey bean. 30 minutes away, but yeah, if you need something at Katie's house, everything is about 10 to 15 minutes, which isn't terrible. To me, it's nothing. Like, I can see how that would, to other people, they're like, oh my God, you have to drive 20 minutes to go somewhere. But we're, like, you guys know, I've talked about it way too much. Growing up, like, to go to the movie theater was 2 hours away, a mall 2 hours away, a hospital 2 hours away. So fucking 20 minutes? Pfft, that's barely getting through 3 songs to me in my brain on my playlist. I'm fine. That'll be fine. Micro Centers in Kansas, I'm in Nebraska. Every state should have a Micro Center. I feel like they should, but there's so few. Like, I live in, metropolitan Denver, and the closest Micro Center is on the other side of the city. It's 40 minutes away. And the closest, if I wanted to, Best Buy is 20 minutes away. It's crazy. They're, like, I don't know why because I think we have to go, so they don't have to put up more locations or something. I don't know. It kind of drives me nuts, though, because I love them. My Micro Center is, we need more you know what's funny is I think they had more fries, and fries was ridiculous. I don't even know, are there any fries left, or are they all gone now? Junkie. Frankly, I never tried online. That's good advice. Absolutely. Dude, you'd find more options than brick and mortar stores. Yes. Dude. I'm saying just go on Amazon. I mean, Amazon isn't the be-all, end-all. I'm a cheap bitch, so I go there first usually, and then I'll end up going outside Amazon eventually if I can't find what I'm looking for. But just look for extra-wide sunglasses. Millions. You'll find so many, and it's, like I said, like, the actual frame is wider to fit your head. Me and all my siblings are fat heads. Like, my oldest brother, I'm trying to think what size hat he wears. But ever since we were teenagers, even in, like, just teenage sports, he always had to special order ball caps because we just have fat heads. We got big skulls, I guess. Good morning, Sack, my love. You leave your house? I have to once in a while. Yeah, it's very unfortunate when you have to go. But, like, in my personal opinion, if I have to leave the house, the weed store, the feed store, like, those are the 2 places that I don't mind going. It's like hicks and potheads. Those are my people. I click with that. I get those people. I'm cool with there. Those aren't the worst places in the world. My boyfriend's getting used to everything being farther away. We have food and stuff nearby, but like Walmart's 20 minutes. Best Buy's about 40 minutes. It's nothing to me. My boyfriend hates it. Yeah. I can completely see that. To people who are just, there's a lot of people I've noticed, and I don't say this as a dig, you're spoiled rotten. Spoiled rotten. Like, I heard some statistic the other day that, like, the average American family has takeout 3 times a week. And when I was a kid, like, we ate out once every 6 months, maybe. Because it was so far away. Like, you couldn't just pop in the car and get McDonald's, you know what I mean? Like, it was a 45-minute trek into town with the herd of children. It's just a level of spoiled. It's just different. Fries. Oh my God, Hertz. Have you never heard of Fries? Are they all dead? Fries was ridiculous. Like, I'd take Micro Center over Fries any day because it was better prices anyways. Fries was like the Costco of electronics, but each Fries, F-R-Y-E-S, each Fries was themed. So it was like walking into a theme park almost, but an electronics store. Like, one of the fries in the US was themed like dinosaurs. One was themed like Looney Tunes, but it would be statues as tall as a Costco of these things inside the building. One was like aliens. They were kind of a thing just to see in themselves, but they were Best Buy prices. So, like, no one was going there for the little things that actually make money in stores like that. You know what I mean? And I think that's probably why they went under. Micro Center is like what we all wanted out of Radio Shack. I feel like they just took Radio Shack and they were like, Micro Center. And then Fries was just like, why would you pay more just to go to Fries when Micro Center has everything you fucking need there for like normal prices? I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? The thing that always pops in my head when we have these conversations is monster cables. Is that what they were called? Was it monster cables? It was like, all of a sudden, Best Buy was like, hey, we have the best HDMI cables for $100. Do you remember those? That's what I think of when I think of Fries. Fries was like, sure, it's an HDMI, but it's special because it's Fries. And you're like, You remember the monster cables, right? Yeah, that bullshit when I don't even know who bought into that. Who thought that was a good idea? Like now, how many fucking HDMIs do you just have wadded up in a barrel somewhere? I have so many nice quality braided HDMIs because you get a free one with fucking everything these days. It was like when I was in college. It was such a weird time that those cables were just like stupid expensive. Because they're gold, yeah. Fry's used to have a ton of electronics parts, soldering supplies, etc., but they moved away from that, which sucks. Because that's a lot of the shit we were going for. Gold-plated cables for $7.54. Why? Why? I've never even had Chick-fil-A until I was in my 20s, or even Olive Garden, because it's far away and expensive. Same. I had Olive Garden before that because I had family in Seattle, so we visited them and we'd go there. But anything else like that, like, it just didn't exist, or it was that far away that it was pointless. Like, if you can make it at home, why not? Why the fuck would you waste the gas money on driving for that? Like, the things we went out for was, like, pizza. Because that was something you did not make at home. Was it for stereo speakers, Tyler? I don't remember. I have the wire bag in my closet. I recently went through mine, Phoenix. Oh, because I'm fucking have issues, probably. I have, like, a bin of them. I spread every single cable I had out on this floor, and I went through every single one meticulously and tied them up, and they're each in their own labeled bag. So, like, there's a bag of, you know, USB-C to USB, a bag of USB to USB, a bag of C to C, a bag of HDMI, a bag of power supply, and they're all in there, and every time I open it, I have to touch myself a little. There is nothing more pleasing than just like some fun ass motherfucking organization, let me tell you. Oh, that shit just gets me hot. I don't know. It's just so good. Shut up. My boomer parents gifted me with monster cables when I got a new TV for my apartment. You were hot shit with those cables. You probably could have sold them and paid off your loans. Nope, they don't send blocks with anything anymore. Because, like, powers, they just expect you to have one. Or buy one for $80. Difference between a city person and a country person. A box of HDMI cables versus a barrel of HDMI. Okay, so I might have a bunch of bales of hay in my yard and barrels of cords. Does that make me a redneck? I don't know. The fact that I can spit farther than any of you probably does. You know what, Rod? You have a point, but also, I will kink shame because you shouldn't kink your cords. Anything sitting on a cord or bending your cord in half or putting a lot of weight in a cord can absolutely affect the efficacy and efficiency of said cable. So, like, don't kink shame cables, but kink shame. I'm going to shame your kinks. I'm going to shame your kinked cable. That's what I'm going to do. That's better. Shame! Where's my bell? I don't have... Ding! I don't have a bell. I need a shame bell. Oh, no shit. Fry's permanently closed all stores February 24th, 2021. You know, this is kind of a nostalgic fun story. The only reason I'm here today is because I went to Fry's. No shit. I, decided I wanted to stream because I wanted to make friends to play ESO online. ESO online to play ESO. Excuse me, online. And I went to a Fry's, got a shopping cart, went to the PC section, found an employee and was like, hey, help me build a Skyrim machine. And he was like, how about this AMD? And I was like, and I wheeled away and went down some aisles and found another salesperson who was like, hey, will you help me build a Skyrim machine? And he's like, here's some intel. And I was like, ha! Now I'm all AMD, by the way. But that was how that went. And that was all in a Fry's. I'm a little sad. It's a little, like, that's the only reason I'm here today. We will be having our 10th 420 very soon because of Fry's. Kind of a bummer. A little bit. But also, they were crazy expensive. Like, I didn't know any better. I was a console bitch. I had no idea what I should be doing in any way, shape, or form. My hair is still wet. I know. I'm all AMD now. AMD is great. But back when I built my first PC, AMD wasn't there yet. And if someone pretentiously was like, AMD is going to be the whatever, you would walk away from that person. You were like, no, not yet. That's not it. Absolutely not. I have no idea what's in there. I've only added more. Oh, yeah. It's forever growing. It's forever growing. But the amount of times that I've genuinely gone into that bin and dug through it and found a cord I need because one of my cords went bad or something, infinitesimal. That bin is not just a hoarding bin. I have used that bin exponential amounts of times. I go into that thing all the time. Constantly. Cords are one of the first things to go bad. That or just have USB ports built into your outlets? Yes. I have them in some of my power strips, but not all of them. Are the bales of hay tied up with monster cable? Maybe. Spitting is a redneck sport, don't try us. Dude, it's so gross. I never realized until moving out of the country how disgusting it is to watch someone and hawk a fucking loogie 10 feet. But if you didn't hawk it that far from the top of the horse, the wind would blow it into your dog. And then you have to go get off your horse and get the loogie off your dog. What the fuck? It's just a different life. It's disgusting. But kinked cables are the only way I can come. Jesus is coming. That's what I've heard. The nipple rubs because the store has exactly what you need is the best 100%. You know that feeling when you get those tinglies down the back of your spine. You're just like, yes. I'm still planning. Oh my God. Thank you for reminding me though. You kind of reminded me. I have exciting news that I can finally share with y'all. I think it's funny. We're all going to laugh about this, kind of. So in the past, 10 years, which is crazy because that's how long our community has been around. We have a footprint, my dudes. Our community has raised over $30,000 for St. Jude's, and because of that, they invited me out to their St. Jude's Summit this week. This coming week. So you remember when I was like, I have really exciting news that I can't really tell you about because I just don't have any communication and no one's telling me anything and I don't know what the fuck to do, but I might not be around for a couple days? That's it. And I still can't find anything. I'm not kidding. Last night, laying in the bath while we were doing movie night, I've searched every fucking email I had for anything that says, now you can tell people. The only email I found was one from December that was, this is how long I've known about this, by the way. One from December that was like, sometime in February, we'll officially announce the invitations and that's when you can tell people. Nothing. I have nothing. So I'm just telling you because it's literally in 5 days. And you're my friends and I just don't want to disappear. It feels bad. But because of y'all's generosity and kindness and the work that you have done for St. Jude's with me in this community, they've invited me out to tour their hospital and shit like that with everybody else, which is really cool. I was actually invited twice before. One time I couldn't go for work because of work because I was still working as a respiratory therapist. And then COVID. So when they invited me this time, I was like, yes, because genuinely I just want to go once. That's it. I just want to go experience it once. We raised so much fucking money. I know they do good things, but my God. Life has just gotten in the way so many fucking times from going out there and getting to do this. Tilly's gonna be there. Oh my God. This is genuinely why I've been wanting to tell you guys so hard. One of the main reasons, I don't know anyone going and I'm really anxious about it. So Till, if I cling to you like a tick, feel free to spray me with some bleach. But that's very fucking exciting, and I've been wanting to tell you guys about this, obviously, for literally 6 months. And there's nothing. I have nothing in my email. Bless the St. Jude people. They never sent me an email saying I can tell you guys, but it's in 5 fucking days. I'm telling you, it's happening. I'm going. You're gonna figure it out anyways, when I'm just mystically not here at the same time everybody else isn't here during the St. Jude Summit. Are you kidding? Goobs and his girlfriend Nikki, who's also a streamer. Oh, fuck yes. Okay, that's 3 people. I literally, I went through the St. Jude's Play Live Summit Discord anxiously, just trying to notice one screen name. That's how socially anxious I am. You'd think I'm a grown adult by now that can just function by herself, but man, I don't. I need a grounding. I need a home base. What was the last Jesus I found? What was the last Jesus I found? I think it was one in the tarantula shelves. It was one that was in the a bottom left cube. But it was a week ago, so I don't remember. So, but you reminded me of it because you asked about the 420 event. So the reason I've been I don't know, and I don't know about Borderlands, and I don't know, is because of this fucking St. Jude shit. That's it. That's it. I'm so excited to go, but like I've had to be like so vague and weird about things that we have planned and things to do because I'm just like, when can I fucking say anything about this? Like when no one has told me, but I'm really excited and it's all because of you guys. Like genuinely amazing. Just it's like they sent me a letter and they're like, this is how much your community has raised, and it's like $37,000 or something like that. Like you guys are just fucking phenomenal human beings. It's crazy. It's just, I don't even realize because, like, we're just doing it, right? We're just doing it because we like to help. That's it. It's honestly, a lot of us just like to watch a weird wheel and watch me eat something weird. Like, it's fun. We like to do these things. It's not for any other reason other than it's, wow, what a cool thing that we can just, like, help people. I don't really think about it. I'm not sweating it. Borderlands isn't going anywhere. I know none of you would sweat it. I just felt bad being so weird. I hate being vague. Like that weird, like, I might be here. Or like when everybody suddenly was like, yeah, we can start doing 2 a week. I was like, I can't, and I can't tell you why yet. So you reminded me with the 420 thing, because literally I leave the 15th and come home the 18th, and then it's the 19th, and then it's literally 420. So if y'all have any cool ideas, we have done so many cool things during 420. I'm trying desperately to think of something new and interesting to do. It's also just happens to be Easter Sunday as well. So if you want to incorporate some weird and Eastery into it, that's fine, because I like rabbits. But I don't know what to do. And it's like coming right off of St. Jude's. We're just going to like come back to stream and be like, you want to get high? I just hung out with a bunch of sick kids. Woo! You know, it's going to be weird, but it's going to be fucking exciting. I'm super excited. I'm like nervous and excited. You guys know I worked in hospitals for 13 years, and I specifically did not work with children, peds, or neonates, if I could help it. I did have to work in a birthing center at a very small community hospital, which was miraculous. Thankfully, never delivered anything. I never delivered a problematic baby in 5 years, which is like, but the chances of babies are just terrifying. Like that is horrifying. So I'm excited, but I'm also very nervous because I'm very emotional when it comes to that stuff. I'm a firm believer kids shouldn't get sick. I'm sure all of you can agree with me on that one. And that stuff really gets my soul. So it'll be an experience for me as a unique experience because I have not experienced the children's side as much. I'm much more of an adult ICU person. You have to raise private money for public health care? America. Ooh, Dream, I'm excited. I'd like to set it up to possibly sell and give proceeds to the Lupus Foundation. Oh, fuck yes. You know what, Dream? We should hit up, I'm going today after work. After stream. It always feels weird to call this work. After stream, I'm gonna go to the post office again because they just hold weird hours. I genuinely don't understand my post office. You guys know my hell with them. L-Bell and 8-Bit D work with a huge, like, group of people who raise money to end lupus. So if you are doing something like that has to do with lupus, I'm sure L and 8-Bit and their group would love to be involved with something like that. I know, I've got a donut hoodie I've got so much. I've got my donut hoodie, my glasses, my new glasses are at the post office, and a package from Dream, as far as I know. I know, I'm upset. Dude, if they no. Honestly, if anyone at that post office even knew what the fuck that hoodie referenced, I'd be proud, but don't steal my shit. We could literally sit here and get super high and play Jackbox games all day. I am. Yes, Till. I don't know if you heard me, but I was saying, like, up until this moment, because I haven't known if I can share with anybody yet, I was so scared that I wasn't going to know anybody at the summit, and I was just going to be like the awkward 6-foot beast standing by herself, staring off into nothingness, waiting for any social interaction to end. And now that I know you and Goobs are going, if I cling, I'm so sorry. If you want to hang out, I genuinely went through the Discord for the Play Live Summit last night in the bathtub, meticulously, just looking for any screen name I fucking recognized, just to have, a home base, be like, I know that human. There's one. You know? My partner manager's going. That would be the one person I know. If you got an email from Anish, he's a dope dude. Me neither. You and Goobs and his girlfriend. That's it. That's all I know so far. Hurts. You sent me a painting to my post office box? Oh my god. Oh my god, there's so much cool shit at my post office right now. Are you kidding? That would be fun. We could do 4 like, as long as either Rod or Viata or Glut or someone is willing to mod Jackbox games, if we so play one where there's going to be typing or something, because worst nightmares realized, you just never know. As long as that, I'd be totally down with having a fun Jackbox day and just getting fucking high. That'd be hilariously fun. That's even something, because the rounds are so short, we could even still do the bakery, which is what we've done for the past 10 years. We usually bake something, or last year I made weed butter from Stoner Gump's book. Like, we've done some sort of the bakery thing. We could even do that while playing Jackbox games, because I could pause I could take quick breaks in between rounds to go run to the kitchen, which is literally right there. Like, I can almost reach it. It doesn't say it's there yet, but they lie. My post office is notorious. I don't think they've ever lost anything or genuinely broke anything or anything like that, but like, the hours that my post office is open are fuck story. I just never know, because there's always only one employee. And if that employee decides to take a break, like a gas station, they just like put a piece of paper with Sharpie written on the door saying like, be back sometime. I don't know. And then living in Colorado, the weather and shit, for some reason, it has taken me 6 months to get a letter before. A letter. Weird. It's just weird. I don't know. Hello, hemophiliac. I hope you're doing well, honeybean. The post office is always so great. Ours closes at random fucking times because there's one person who works inside. What is this? Same. And I live in a major area. There's a lot of people in my area that are serviced by this post office. Same. Or like, they'll just randomly close for 2 weeks and claim it's remodeling, and then when they reopen, nothing's remodeled. Like, nothing looks different. Same rips in the fucking carpet. What is this? Like, the amount of times I've driven to my fucking post office has been closed is ridiculous. Thankfully, it's not that far away, but it's just, what is going on? I love baking. It's the only kind of cooking I'm really into, honestly, because it's like chemistry. I send mail to my son a lot. It always takes 13 days to get to him, and we live in the same fucking state. What is that? No shit, same. This happened last year. My mom sent me a card for my birthday, and it didn't get here till like June. It was so weird. It had the postmark on it. It's not like my mom lied. She never has. It's not like I would even assume that, but like, it wasn't. It just, I've never had UPS issues like living in Colorado. I don't know if it's everywhere or not. Is it UPS or USPS? I never remember. The post office. That one. I fuck those two up all the time. Cheers. Baking is art. It is. It's like art, but also chemistry. Like, the science between the different types of bread and how you make them come out the way that they come out is fascinating to me. I don't know. It's chemistry, and that shit really is cool. And I'm sure cooking is the same. Like, anyone into cooking, I know, will preach the same. But for some reason, cooking doesn't give me the same feeling. And I think it's because with cooking, like, unless you're baking a baked dish or something, a lot of it is like right on the spot, interactable. You're doing a ton of it, and then you eat it right away. Versus with baking, it's a lot of like, mix some stuff up, leave it for hours, fuck it up a little bit, leave it for a couple more hours, fuck it up, and then stick it in the oven for 15 minutes. And like, you don't know. It's like the process of it is more what I'm into, and then when it comes out, you're just surprised, and then you still don't know, then you have to wait for it to cool off enough to cut it in half and see what your fucking crumb is on the inside. Like, it's kind of like an ongoing surprise a little bit with baking. I don't know. Cheers, Cinemus, my love. The book Lessons in Chemistry is a really cool outlook on cooking and baking with chemistry. Lessons in Chemistry. Which book is that? Sounds familiar. I feel like Is that by the same people that make the book? Is it The Waiting Hurts? And see, get this. So if I cook something, like say I made stir fry or something like that, by the time I'm done cooking it, I've smelt it and been over inundated in it for so long, I am exactly 0% interested in eating it. I have made a full spread meal and then sat on the side and ate a bowl of cereal. And I don't want anyone to feel bad. I'm just like, no, it's like I've already eaten it. I've been literally balls deep in this smell for so long that I'm not excited about it at all. Whatsoever. Good morning, VR. I hope you're doing well, honey bean. They may have rearranged the mail sort room, if that's what it's called. You know, the scene from Men in Black, those mail sort rooms are even more complicated factory. Like, that's true. Maybe like an underground situation. I don't know. Baking is very specific. Cooking, you add and adjust on the fly, very much so. And I love to eat. It's just the cooking part. Oh, Lessons in Chemistry. Interesting. Did you guys, I mean, I'm pretty oh, I have seen that book. I've never read it, but I've seen it. You guys have read/seen Salt, what is it? Salt, Acid, Heat, or whatever. Fat, salt, heat, fat, acid, salt. You know what I'm talking about, right? That's a good one. Oh God, that show is all about the chemistry of food, and that is fucking cool. Like, that was a really fun one to watch. I'm dealing with a bit of a headache. Boo. I had a headache last night, like a really bad migraine. It made my face hot. The Bliss Point, but Rage, there's a show called, I think, Salt, Acid, Heat. And then it's a book. It was a book first, written by this lady, and I cannot remember her name. And then Netflix, I think, put out a show, host with the lady as the host, where she like travels the world and talks about all the things in her book. And I think it was called Fat Acid Heat or something like that. Anyways, the show, I watched the show, and it was fucking phenomenal. The science of food is so cool. Is it because your glasses are too tight? I love Alton Brown so much, Tamood. I learned a lot of food science from Good Eats. Alton Brown was my cooking guru. Man didn't just give a recipe, he explained why certain chemicals react. 100%. I'll never forget his pork loin episode. For some reason, the pork loin episode stuck with me so hard, because that's one where he takes a pork loin and marinades it. Marinade. No, it's a marinade. You marinate it? Marinades. It's just marinade, right? You marinade it. Or is it marinated? Oh, it sounds weird. I've said it too many times. Anyways, like, he explains the science between the marinade and like what's in it, all the different like soy sauce and whatever, and how it breaks down the proteins of the meat and makes it more tender, etc., etc. It was fucking fascinating. And that was one of the first that like got me hooked on Alton Brown, because I was like, oh, science. Like, I've always been a sucker for the why. The why is what gets me, and when anybody can explain the why, I'll watch. Like, doesn't mean I'm going to go forth and do it. I watch a lot of antique restoration. I'm not going to get into antique restoration, but I love listening to them talk about it. Listening to someone talk about something they're passionate about, I think, in general, is fucking cool. I still use the man's meatloaf recipe to this day. He's fucking good. Marinade is the thing you put in it. Put it in. Marinating is the process. So it's a marinade with a D, but you marinate it with a T? What happened there? English. What happened? Come here, give me a kiss. Kiss me on my lips. This is not a long-lasting lipstick. That would have been all over him. Pussy! What up, Maglove? I hope you're doing well, honey bean. Oh, first new pair in 10 years. Oh, God, I have a new pair in the mail. Long story anyways, I'm still adjusting to the new prescription. Okay. Well, we've been talking about glasses all morning. That's why I asked. I'm just attributing it to how long it's been. It was between lenses as to why I'm taking so long. It's getting better, but really slow. I mean, genuinely, from what my eye doctor explained to me, is the longer you go with the wrong prescription, you're basically forcing your eyes to correct that wrong prescription for such a long time. It's basically living in an existential state of eye strain. And so your eyes, it's like a tight muscle releasing for the first time in 10 years. Your eyes are learning to back the fuck off for the first time in 10 years. Which is crazy to even conceptualize, but I have the same problem. And it sucks. Oh, is it French? Oh my god, new ghost video? Remind me tomorrow. Faded Friday. I know the ghost. I know, it's because this will come off. Actually. Will it? Yes. Not long lasting. I don't know what's happening. None of us do. Obviously, we need to go back to Latin. You know, my sister double majored in Latin. She's a nut. What a nut. Sean, how are you? Oh my god, I did bring my water. Good morning, love. The meat isn't marinated yet, so you marinate it. The meat isn't marinated yet, so you marinate it. When you take it out after a period of time, it becomes marinated. Why did it go from a T to a D? Like, what did we do that? What, English? What did we do there? Marinate and marinade. What happened? Is there another word we do that to? Where we change the last letter to add the ing? I genuinely am asking. I don't know. It's just I'm having an enlightening moment. Dr. Acula wants a word. We'll return with lower RBC. If you could replace those as soon as possible, Cinemus, we'd all appreciate it. Thanks so much. I love you. Be safe. Give him sass. She's a lawyer. Of course she did. 100%. Yeah, my sister's such a fucking nerd. She's so goddamn smart. Yes. Mag, my little sister went to a private Jesuit-run college and majored in history and Latin, and then went on to be a lawyer and go to law school. She's, like, doing really well. But can she say nut in Latin? If the word existed, probably. She's also one of those freaks who has, like, a borderline, like, photographic memory, eidetic memory or whatever. She has a hard time forgetting anything. It's wild. I know a lot of lawyers. None of them didn't major in Latin. Really? Is that a thing? I don't know why my sister did it. I never asked. Or I did and I forgot. I need to burp. Come on! It'll happen. Yeah, I have no idea. Isn't it only 10 o'clock in the morning? He must have a sponsored gig. Okay. I just had a moment. So Zeke, well, it's 10 for me. Zeke starts his show every single day at 11 o'clock. And I just noticed he came and said good morning and ghost kissed me before 10 a.m., which I'm not fucking with you. He doesn't get up before 10:30. And so I just had a minute, like, have I lost time? Is my computer frozen? What year is it? Why is he out of bed? It's got to be a sponsor gig. Probably. Doing an indie thing, yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. He went live. Yeah, that's early. The I initiative. I don't know what it is though. Wait, like Ezekiel, I. Like that? Alan Wake's fucking incredible. Oh my god, VR, if you've never played them. Like, they're all such different games. I will say that Alan Wake 2 is a lot different in that it's very much more like a horror game. And that's all I'll say. Because you motherfuckers have been so fucking great at not spoiling one. I have not had, and I mean this very genuinely, I have not had anything spoiled from this game that I can remember, which is a good thing. Nothing. You guys have been so fucking good. I refuse to spoil this game for anybody else. But it is scary. Like the other games, creepy, scary. I've had some screeches. Like there are some the bathtub. Was anyone here for the bathtub yesterday? It took me like 10 minutes. Fuck that. There are some minutes in this. Oh, look at him. This is usually second bedtime with Dad, so he's probably very sad because he can't lay in bed. A bathtub grew arms and legs and a mouth, and you'll never believe that it bit me and chose not to use its mouth. I'll let you put the math together on that one. Beef. Crazy. DEFCON 5, my partner has gotten out of bed at a reasonable time. Seriously, Sean? I wish that wasn't real, but genuinely, if he's out of bed at this time, something's wrong or he's sick. I envy his ability to relax. Like he's one of those people who can turn the TV on, sit down, and watch a movie. And he pays attention. And he just enjoys it and watches the whole movie while sitting. I usually have my book on my phone, I have Bellatra on my iPad, and I'm listening to a song, and I'm watching a show, and I'm still not complete, man. I am envious of that man. But at this hour, by choice? No, that's not happening. It's adorable. It's the way he can do that, like, no. What up, Crow? How are you? No, some people like to tell me, I've had therapists in the past who have tried to convince me my ADHD is a superpower. Absolutely not. I'm exhausted, and yet I can't sit still all the time. The game did technically end at the bathtub with the legs, yes. Oh, shut up, Dream. How long ago was it we talked about that? Shut up. I think that was like literally 2 weeks ago. So that means it's been 5 weeks now? Not that I'm counting. No, for real though. I get up 2 to 4 hours before the hubs. If he's up early, it fucks with mine and the cat's morning routine. Yes. Because they feel it too. They're like, something's wrong. This isn't normal. Like the morning hours, we usually have like 4 hours in the morning where Zeke is still asleep and we're just putzing around the house. We go on our walk, we go play in the garden or whatever, water things. Like it's quiet. I drink my coffee. Like it's just me and the dogs. And if he gets up, it's suddenly weird and the dogs get weird and it's like chaos in this weird way. And it's just because the routine's thrown off. That's it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just the routine gets weird. At least you can multitask. I don't know if I'm multitasking well, though. That's the thing. It's multitasking out of survival and not really to any good end, I don't think. Probably. It's been at least a week. Yeah, that, ADHD is a superpower. I just want to be normal. Come on. I want to, like, not have fear going to the movie theater. I want that. Like, fuck my superpowers. I want to be able to go to a movie theater and just... Wow. A movie. Crazy. Can you fucking imagine? Normal is a setting on a washer. You are not wrong. I just want to be able to relax, I guess. Maybe not normal, but just like do that. Wait, I'm watching the stream and doing shiny hunting in Pokemon as I watch. Now, is that ADHD or am I good at multitasking? See, that's what I mean. I don't know if ADHD means we're good at multitasking or we multitask out of survival because if we don't have that many activities going, we go to sleep. Like, we're so bored, our brain shuts down and we get, I mean, if you fell asleep in class a lot and you were getting sleep at night, that was a major sign of ADHD because we are defined as chronically understimulated. And so we need chronic stimulation, i.e. 5 things at once, 10 beverages, blah, 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 to keep us awake. And if we don't have that, it's like narcolepsy. Like, you can't help it. Your brain goes, for like 30 seconds. And then you're like, what the fuck? And then you're back and you're fine. And your brain just like restarted. It shut down and came back on. I know I'm not the only one that experienced these. These is literally what I experienced in high school. And people labeled me as like class clown, fucking slacker, whatever. She's always sleeping in class, whatever. And I just didn't have the balls as a young student, which probably a good thing because you shouldn't talk to adults like this, to be like, no, I'm so sorry. You're just so fucking boring. My brain won't stay awake. Be better. I don't know. The amount of shit I got for that, or the amount my parents were called, oh, Katie's not getting enough sleep. I get fucking fine sleep, bitch. You just sound like Ben Stein when you talk out loud. That was too much inflection, let's be real. Meetings. I'm like, what would you say, like, kind of on a ridiculous level, very, very against meetings. And I understand there is a purpose. There is a purpose. I will fight it because I fucking hate meetings in any way, shape, or form. I think they're stupid. I think they're a neurotic need for someone just to have themselves talk for a while and other people hear them and they see those faces and they're like, I know you fucking hear me. I don't know. Because if you can't hire adults that read their emails, I don't know what the fuck to do. Because every time I fight meetings, people are like, well, no one reads their emails. Okay. Let's, like, not punish the entire staff because Jim won't open his fucking email. You know? I hate a meeting. I hate a meeting. Every job I've ever had requires meetings of some kind, and I know most of yours do. Like, a lot of you work from home, and a lot of you do meetings all the time. They're stupid. And if your adult employees are, like, can't read a fucking email, that's you and that employee's problem. That's not my problem. I read the email and now I have to sit through double information in a meeting because of fucking Jim. You know? Absolutely not. It's so inefficient. It's double work. You mean you're saying the 30-minute meetings I have each week are not necessary? I'm going out on a limb. And I'm just going to say that 30 minutes probably could have been condensed into something else. But like, why are we all ganging up on Boomer Jim? Jim is the forest spirit deer god that haunts my existence on this mortal plane. Jim is also tattooed on my leg. There's power in a name. My dad's name was Jim and so was my grandpa. I don't know. It's just a name that gets stuck in my head for some reason. It's one of those go-tos that I default to, I think. It could have been an email. I really do think it could have been an email. We have monthly meeting in my team, and it's always only like 10 minutes because no one has anything to add, but the other teams take like the whole hour, and I don't understand how. They're probably just bullshitting. I used to be part of meetings like that all the time where they'd make, it would take longer to gather the staff in the meeting room than it would to go around the circle and be like, do you have anything to say? Do you have anything to say? Do you have any? No. All right, well, that about wraps up. Like, literally, it took 30 minutes to get everyone down here. And the meeting was 5 minutes of everybody being like, can I just go back to work? What the fuck are you doing? Sometimes I just think it's just a way of some managers, not all, some managers like justifying their existence. I don't know. But I hate it. True story, I attended every meeting in December as a Santa hand puppet just because. Good. I bet those meetings went almost identically, did they not? Did anyone even notice? See, and that's what I'm saying. Some meetings absolutely have a purpose. Like, I had to go to some meetings where it was like, sitting down with a lung surgeon to talk about a new method of rehab for lung transplant patients. That's a meeting. Like, or like meetings like we'd work with hospitals from across the world. So we'd have conference call meetings with other hospitals where patients had been to try to track a virus or something like that. Like stuff like that, absolutely. That is so different though than just like the neurotic, like I don't know. You know the difference, you know. There's fucking shit. My coworkers are mostly from a different country. There you go. And culture. And if they have an issue, they want to tell it to the boss's face. They don't like having to go to the monthly meeting, but they want to voice their complaints in person. Absolutely. Yep. Which is sad. I think that's on the boss's part that they didn't take an email seriously. My boss now is a millennial and we have meetings, but they're not long. Good. I myself, a millennial, I haven't met a millennial that's pro meeting yet. Unless it's like, extraneous circumstances, obviously. I started getting invites to meetings so people could see the puppet. Shut the fuck up. You fucked yourself. That's kind of funny, though. When I was part of a team, we had a meeting every month. Half the team would never show up, and those that did were really only there because they got free food. I mean, seriously, that happened in the hospital all the time. We'd have, like, weekly team meetings or whatever, and the only people that showed up are the people that had no issues. And the people that never showed up are the ones that bitched all the time. And you were just like, I don't know why you're bitching to me. I can't do anything. Go to the meeting where you're supposed to do it. But we got Krispy Kremes sometimes, so that was dope. I had daily stand-ups that were only supposed to be 15 minutes long. Each one was an hour? Holy! I had three for three teams I was working with. Nearly half of my day was just telling people what I was doing that day. That is Office Space, my dude. Do you fucking remember that? What is it? It's, I can't remember the actor's name. It's, but he's like trying to justify his job. And he's like, I take the information from the people who deal with the customers and I take that information to the coders so that the people who deal with customers don't have to talk to the code, like that chain of like, yeah, to the TPS reports. Hey, I see you haven't been checking them TPS report, like that all fucking day. Like, are you kidding me? Does the company know they're paying people just to bother you about your day's plans? There's no project management in that. Lumberg, yes, Lumberg. Yeah. I'm gonna have to have you come in on Saturday. Yeah. I have 7 bosses, Bob. 7 bosses. Yeah! That's what that sounds like, T. Like, in a nutshell. Big wow. I'd be like, you know what I've done with my day so far? I've told 7 people what I'm doing with my day, and it's 1 p.m. You're number 8. You want to keep going? Go on. Ask me! What the shit? How do you get anything done? Played by the immutable Gary Cole. Seriously, though. Office Space is a great movie. It's really stood to the test of time, and I can't tell you, every single time I hear that song that they play when he's destroying the copier. Is it the copier? Or the fax machine? I haven't seen it in a bit. Is it a fax machine or a copier? Doesn't matter. The big machine. That's all I think about, and I want to destroy something. We need to talk about your flare. I am wearing the recommended number of pieces of flare. I don't see the problem. Was it a copier? Yeah. Because what was it? Michael Bolton? Him and his fucking rap. That movie's great. No shit, for real, yes. I complained that it wasn't standard practice each fucking time. It took 6 months and 3 projects I was working on for them to actually make a change. That's just embarrassing on their part. I was on an international standards working group once. I flew to Germany every couple of months. There was a guy there who never said a word and just ate the refreshments. Good on him. Oh, strange, but like, good on him. Wow. Mag. Okay. So, what Mag said, literally, 25 to 30 hours of a 50-hour work week, which is inappropriate, is spent in meetings. I mean, I have a question I'm really trying to form to not like just automatically bias the answer, even though I already know how you're fucking gonna answer. Um, Out of the 25 to 30 hours of meetings you attend each week, what percentage would you say gave you tools to do your job more efficiently and or better than previous to said meeting? And I don't. Mm. I would say I get a solid 4 hours of actual shit that matters. What if you became the stapler dude? Would people still bother you to come to meetings, or would you be left alone forever? Like, would that be better or worse for you? That's about right. My next change is 12:20 on Saturday because of all the meetings. That was the best what? I could slop. What the fuck? That is weird. I would literally pull my hair out and gouge my ears out. That's how often you have to sit around and like actually audibly just listen to people talk about your job. Same. That I couldn't do it. You're a better man than me. I couldn't do it. I don't think I could do that. I would go to sleep like visually. I'd have to have a puppet. Katie doesn't give a fuck. Katie doesn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do it. I can't fake it. It would be better, but it would probably pay less. Oh, true. The fact that you get paid so well to do that is pretty phenomenal. I mean, good on you, but Jesus fucking Christ. Wow. Every promotion I received in the last 5 years added like 5 hours of meetings. So the more you get paid, the more you just sit around and listen to other people talk. And the less you do. Or are you still expected to complete the exact same amount of workload, but they're just adding 5 more hours of like, listen to these people bullshit? Because fuck that. Full stack developer means I have to translate the code to the customer. Yes. That one. That's insane. The world is so inefficient, and we wonder why it's all going down. You gotta wonder if it's just a level of people just becoming so overtly comfortable in their current state of being that they just don't give a fuck. Like, fuck it, watch it burn, I'm comfy. I don't know. And I work with AI tech. That sucks. That super sucks. I have clients I manage, and then my team has clients they manage that I'm ultimately responsible for, plus meetings, project naps. I mean, work session. Ho, ho, ho. Right, like we need to make a space ark once we find some habitable planet, send all the animals off on it, and just leave the people, myself included, to watch it burn. I mean, if we're even around, you know what I'm saying? Because we deserve this. We did this. There needs to be like, like an antibacterial for people. What is that? Kindness. Cheers. No shit. In the 10 minutes I've been chatting about meetings, I've been invited to 2 more. I hate that for you. I mean, make that bag, but I fucking hate that for you. No shit, Saronlin, same. I'm gonna like jump on and be like, go, 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 go! Fly! You don't want to be here! Nothing is good! Let's go! You can take me though. You can, it's fine. Whatever probing you have planned has to be better than what's happening. I used to have to run a meeting at one of my old jobs, and it always felt stupid. My mom called the other day hyperventilating about AI issues. I told her about this human side, made her feel better. Thank you. That she knows that there's other humans out there that aren't using it for the evils. One major difference between the public and private sector is that at the top of the public sector, career people, not elected officials, they're hyper competent, whereas the higher you go in the private sector hierarchy, generally, the more useless you are. Damn. Gross. I have 2 meetings on my calendar today that I will not be attending. I have exactly 0 meetings on my calendar. I have a meeting with my yard and all the hay in it and what to do with all the hay in it. Run away, seriously. Only consensual probing. Dude, if I jump on the ship, it's consent. As annoying as it gets, I'm still pretty lucky, so tend to make light of it then get bothered by it. 100%, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not the end of the world. It could be worse. It can always be worse. I mean, it's perspective on anything, right? Genova, I spread straw. So, like, I got a rototiller, rototilled, like, tilled the fuck out of my yard. I've been doing it for weeks now because it's been hard clay and then it rained and snowed and whatever. So I've been rototilling the crap out of my yard. I've been picking trash out of it because the hoarders that lived here, like all the broken glass, all the weird toys and shit I pull out of my yard. I finally got to the point where I got a leveler and I fucking leveled it, which was exhausting. Just a side note. Oh my fucking God. But I leveled it all out and spread a bunch of grass seed. And I'm not a big proponent of grass. I did like grass and clover mix. But the mud in my yard is astronomical. It is fucking stressful. I have to vacuum so often. I can't even tell you. So I'm just trying to get some sort of ground cover down. But I did this. And a couple people in chat were like, did you spread straw on it? And I was like, what? Why would I do that? I just spent so long rototilling my garden and killing all of the weeds and anything growing in it. Why the fuck would I spread straw? Apparently, when you spread the grass seed, you need to spread a thin layer of like straw or something on top of it, and it protects the grass seed from being blown away by the wind or by being eaten by birds, which totally makes sense. Like, anytime you see like a new development of houses or whatever, you know how the whole yard is covered in straw? It's because they're growing grass. Like, that totally clicked with me. I never really thought about it before because I've always lived somewhere where grass just like grows, like annoyingly so. Yeah. Kills is the one who told me about it, and so that's what I did after stream yesterday. I flew out on my wings, because this is what my wings do when I flap, and I got 6 bales of hay into my Jeep, which I was pretty damn proud about, but I only needed to use 3. They actually spread really far, and I don't know what to do with the other 3 bales. I just got like 3 bales of hay in my yard. Like, what do you do? Because you don't want it, I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. I got a lot of hay. But yeah, we have like doves and crows and starlings and stuff like that. Starlings? Little blackbirds. And I'm sure they'd eat the seeds. And then on top of that, I had to go around and spread neem oil on everything in my yard because I've told you guys about this, but we have like a literal grasshopper infestation locust problem. And last year, this grasshopper locust infestation literally, not figuratively, cleared my yard. Like overnight, ate every leaf off of every tree I have and every plant I have. It was fucking horrible. So I refused to use chemicals. So I've been spraying neem oil on everything because I heard the grasshoppers come out of the dirt. So I've been spreading it all over the dirt, and I hope they fucking die. I would say get a horse, but your history, I shouldn't do that. I have a horse head up there somewhere. I know. I've already seen, I'm not shitting you, not in my yard, thank fuck, but on the other side, like in my front yard, on the other side of my big old fence, I've seen the giant grasshoppers that, I don't know if anybody else has these. I don't know what species it is or anything, but they're like this big and they're gray. They're like a sand gray color. And then when they flap their wings, you hear like a snap, 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 snap. And their wings are like bright red or bright yellow underneath. But then when they land, you can't see them. They look like a rock. They're like gray, like totally the same color, like speckled, whatever. And then when they fly, you hear that like crack, 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 crack. Seen them all over the streets already. It's crazy. They've come out so fast. Some places won't Take you can use, that's what honestly I was thinking of. I'm just gonna save it and use it to make patch up areas or whatever, because there are some areas in my yard that are really dry. I want a chicken. I think I could have chickens if I really wanted to. I just don't, I don't know if I want to deal with chickens. Are not a lot of work. There's some work. Like building the coop and shit like that and dealing with fleas and whatnot. I grew up with chickens. I love chickens. If I had more property and I could put the chickens further away from my house, I'd feel better about it, because chickens have a huge habit of attracting fleas, and I don't need that shit on my dogs. I think they're like a locust. They're big, though. They're like that long and gray, and then they make that creepy crack sound. Creepy crack sound, yep. I think it's a locust, because you know grasshoppers, they're either like this big or this big, and they're green, and they have like the 2 brown stripes down their back. Like, there's grasshoppers, which everyone knows exactly what the fuck they look like, and then there's these big gray ones that do the crack, 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 crack when they fly, and their wings are beautiful. I mean, stunningly red underneath, but you can't see it when they're landed. It's very weird. We had them in Eastern Washington, too, but I've never known, like, what kind it is. It's just some sort of grasshopper that I fucking hate. Those grasshoppers are called fucking alien monsters. The fuck? Can you imagine? You know, the dogs really love the hay. They're pretty cute. They were like rolling in it yesterday. I think they like the smell. I'm looking. Hold on. That's like the normal grasshopper that is fucking everywhere. The one, hold on, I'm gonna look it up. I'm going to see if, with a quick Google foo. Apparently, we have 26 native species of grasshopper to Colorado. Apparently, it's called the red-winged grasshopper. So, all of it, I just did all this for nothing. It's fine. That's not it. I don't think. Hold on. We have too many grasshoppers in the state, I've decided. Oh shit, look at this. There's a lot. So there is a locust, apparently a Carolina locust. So these are all the different grasshoppers of Colorado that are eating my yard. But the one I'm thinking of either looks like the Carolina locust or the bird grasshopper. Do you see what I mean by they're like one color? And you can see that lands on the ground, you don't see it. You're not going to see that grasshopper, but when they fly, they do this like and their wings make this crazy loud sound like slapping. It's very weird. Stonebeard, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it 8 swings for so long. I fucking appreciate you. That's a lot of months. That one. Do you know what I'm talking about now? These are already out. And it's only April. These. Sometimes they look really gray, so it might be the other one, but it's genuinely is a locust. I don't feel like I was calling them locusts and not really knowing. And then this one, it could be this one too. But they're like one color versus, I want to say, like, this is the grasshopper, right? When we say grasshopper, I feel like this is the bitch everybody pictures. These are fucking everywhere too, but I haven't seen any of these this year. And I think these are the ones that actually like come out of the grass. Like they are born out of your dirt. And that's why you just get infested with them. Wow, Dream, fuck that. I think we do, but I think they're like on the range. We have a camel cricket. Oh, we do. I don't like these either. Or these ones. I saw these ones. This is literally one I was describing, the 2 stripe. And they're like, when they're babies, especially, they're like neon green everywhere. Yep. But yeah, this one, I'm guessing this is on the range. I don't live on the range. The range is like the Kansas portion of Colorado. Once you get east of the airport, it is Kansas. Like, it is just fucking flat and desert and nothing. I bet that's where these live because they're desert creatures. I've never seen one. I don't want to see one. They bite, yeah. I think they're bad. You guys have these in Arizona, don't you? You guys have these, and you have, like, the, they're not, like, the camel spiders, but they're a type of camel spider, because I found one in my Nana's pool in Havasu. It was dead, but I found it. 105? Wow. I wonder if it's because Colorado actually gets, like, a pretty decent winter that we don't have as many, because I thought this was a lot. This is my namesake. Side note, don't kill katydids. They are not pests. They are not eating your plants. They actually eat other bugs, like grasshopper larvae and aphids. So when you see katydids, leave them alone. One of my trees has katydid's eggs on it right now. They're really weird looking. They look like a bunch of flat scales like this, kind of like stacked on top of each other up a branch, like they're blooming. They're really cool. But yeah, katydids are great. You don't want to kill them. That's another, the katydid. They're big too. We get them here. They're like this big and they make a really loud sound. Those are good. But the locusts and everything else can literally go fuck it. Katie Did It was the first book my mom ever bought me as a child. That was a book. And it was about a little girl who would lie and blame everything she did wrong on her doll. And the moral of the story was that Katie did it. I wonder why I feel just guilty surviving and living and breathing every day. Interesting. Formative years, am I right, kids? We're all doing fine. I'm really excited to kill all these grasshoppers this year because fuck them. All of my trees are blooming. Like I have blossoms on my trees and little leaves are birthing. And every day I go look at them. And if I see one fucking maunch, I'm gonna get a flamethrower. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Dude, checks, I'll get a picture of the eggs. They're actually really cool. They're really like small. They're like that long probably. And they stack on each other. I've never got to see them born. But the only reason I know what they are is I actually did like a Google image last year when the grasshoppers were destroying my yard. I saw these eggs on a branch and I was like, is that a grasshopper egg? And Google searched it and it was katydid eggs. And that's how I learned about katydids and how they actually are really good for your yard and you don't want to kill them. Which is dope. I mean, I'm sure the Catholic it was probably started young. And then just like took off. Like the Catholicism was like salt on the wound. Like, oh, you think you felt guilty. How about now, bitch? Was that basically Night of the Living Dummy in the Goosebumps series? Oh my god. I don't remember that one. Wait, was that the ventriloquist? I can't do puppets. I think that's one of the few Goosebump books I did not read. I loved Goosebumps. I owned so many Goosebumps kids and rented so many, but that one, I think it literally had the dummy on the cover. No. I'm not just a neurotic adult about puppets. This is a lifelong, absolutely fucking not situation. I know what I'm about, and it's not dolls or clowns or puppets at all. If my plushie is not an amalgamated form of some sort of animal or creature that is fuzzy and adorable, I don't want it near me. If it has people face, out. Get out. Out the house. None of that shit. Except for my head, which is somewhere. Oh, he's over here. Except for him. He's allowed to stay. This is it. This is all I've got. Because sometimes you just need a little head. You know what I'm saying? My cat's apparently feeling better. She's back up on my desk and demanding pets. Yay, good. Yeah, it was from the game Rune. It was a sponsored thing, I think. Oh my god, my head is separating. I always look like it's gonna say something. I swear one time I found like a label on it or something. Like very small text on the neck. But it was a gift. Yes. It's a good head. He never talks back. I can poke him in the eye all day and he doesn't bitch. It's my favorite kind of person. Here's a flog to test how guilty you feel. Still not enough? How about we kneel on these wooden pew steps for 6 hours straight? Praying, because prayer works. Careful not to deglove. I know! His neck is degloving. I don't know if that's... No. Oh, he's actually separating. I should fix that. Oh, no. Oh, not my head. I'm going to have to glue his neck back on. This is the reason I keep him, is because he's anatomically correct somewhat. Bummer, dude. I mean, you know what? To be fair, though, I could take it out and actually spin it correctly. So the vessels are in the right place. I'm going to stop. Cordless motherfucking hot glue gun! I was literally thinking the same thing. Jeez. But your vessels are on like this, not like this. I don't know. They're wrong. Ish. Speaking of puppets, anyone seen that movie on YouTube called Abruptio? It's a realistic puppets that are very hard to look at with a story so gory and twisted you'll never see it coming. No. But there are a lot of freaks. You know, Knives probably would watch that. Oh, a Staples with, you know what? I keep throwing him away. I don't know why I'm doing that. I could, what if I put bolts in his neck? That'd be kind of sick. Give him a little Frankenbolt. I could even stitch it, dude. I have waxed hemp thread from doing leather work. I could stitch him on. Then he'd never come off. I'd still probably hot glue it underneath, though, before I stitched it. Just to make sure it sits well and it doesn't, like, his, you know, his chuck doesn't start to fall out. He had a wig for the longest time. His head's a little small. Like, he looks really big, but the wigs fall off of him really easily. They slide off. So he's just stayed mildly bald-ish. I've been doing a rabbit hole of found footage horror movies on YouTube. It's a mixed bag. There's some that are really great. I've seen some accounts on actually my Instagram where it's like really short, like 3-minute videos of like someone going down to the kitchen in the middle of the night to get a drink, and it's totally silent. There's no creepy music or anything. And the entire time they're getting a drink, there's just a very creepy face in the distance in the dark staring at them and watching them. And I don't know what it is, if I just like to punish myself, but I can't not. I watch them every time. And I'm just like, wow, my living fucking nightmare. I better watch the other one. Oh my God, this one's worse. It's behind the toilet. But like the person will never notice the face. That's the whole video. It's just like this, like a security cam, almost like person going into the kitchen, getting a glass of water in the middle of the night. And the whole time there's just this face in the background in the darkness. But I kind of love them. I found the most adorable person on TikTok that makes crocheted hats. Cute. Crocheting is fascinating to me. Those scare me. They scare me too. But it's like, I feel like I watch them because it's confirming fears I already had. Irrational, stupid fears that I know aren't real. But like that's when I'm, you know, when I come out in the middle of the night and everything's dark and really, really quiet and creepy, and I hear a floorboard in this room creak, that I know that floorboard. I know it takes my human body weight to make that floorboard creak, but I'm in the kitchen. I go turn every light on in the house. And I'm like, oh, leave! And I light some fucking sage. Because I'm not about weighty ghosts in my house creaking this floorboard. It's inappropriate. My dogs can't creak it, but I can. I don't like it. None of that's appropriate. There are night lights. Dude, I have literal icicle lights in my hall. I'm the same. You'd feel very safe in my house. There's no dark corner. Like, it's dark enough that it's nighttime, don't get me wrong. But, like, I have little night lights or little icicle lights or little, like in the kitchen, for instance, because, you're gonna love this, because I'm fucking afraid of the dark. My kitchen has motion sensor under shelf lighting that is very soft. It's like soft, warm glow. So by the time you take the corner in the kitchen, they come on. You don't have to reach for the light switch, which is behind a dark corner, which definitely somewhere someone's hand could be to grab me. So like by the time you get by my fridge, it's like bloop, bloop. These two soft lights come on. It's great. And then you can see that there's no creepy head waiting to lick you by the light switch, and you can turn on the lights. But, like, what I'm saying is I watch these things because they scare me and they're affirming what I already think is there, but also, like, they might be making me think those things are there at the same time. It's a negative feedback loop I'm probably stuck in, but I can't look away. Like a car accident. A little bit. Oh, I got addicted to no sleep for a while. The first time I ever heard of Slender Man, I read the whole, like, wiki, including the original creepypasta post, but I did it like 2 a.m. I was so stupidly scared. That is such a bad decision. You reminded me of something. Hold on, my brain. It was, I had an instance very similar. I decided as an adult to watch The Witch, which if you haven't seen that movie, horror. I decided to watch The Witch, but at 4 a, not even, like 3 a.m. by myself alone in a hospital, in a lab, with headphones on. Literally almost exactly like this. Me and my scrubs like this with earbuds in. I just did this and watched the whole thing. Fucking horrifying. I think for weeks. That was a bad decision to do. I was working in the hospital, so like it was just, if we were bored, we would just sit in our offices and watch movies or something, because like what else the fuck are you gonna do? It was just, I didn't realize that movie was gonna be as fucking really unnervingly scary as it was. That was the wrong atmosphere to watch something like that. To this day, that movie, like I still kind of like, I like it, but I can't watch it alone. It makes me like, bleh. You know what? Yes. So, I don't know if this was a creepypasta I read when I was younger, or if someone told me this, like, spooky story. This isn't a real story by any means, but this is a story, and it stuck with me. So, there's a girl, and she has a dog, and their routine is that the dog comes to the bathroom with her at nighttime. She brushes her teeth and brushes her hair and braids it and whatever. And her cute little sheepdog sits and watches her. And then she crawls into bed, and her sheepdog has a rug right next to the bed where her dog lays. And the tradition is that, or the tradition, the whatever routine, she dangles her hand off the side of the bed, which we all know you never do because there's a monster under the bed. She dangles her hand off the side of the bed, and her dog licks her hand. And that's comforting to her, and that's how she goes to sleep. So, fast forward in some time. And she's sleeping one night and awakens from a little bit of a nightmare and puts her hand down at the side of the bed. Her dog licks her hand. She immediately gets comforted, goes back to sleep. Next morning, she wakes up, goes to the bathroom, and realizes her dog has actually been locked in the bathroom all night long. And then that morning on the news, there's like a news report of a creepy serial licking, cuddling man who creeps into people's rooms at nighttime and watches them sleep and tries to curl up in bed with them, or hide under their bed and lick their feet, or piss in their toilets, or lock their dogs out so their dogs can't warn them, or something like that. So yeah, I genuinely have fears of strangers licking my hands in the dark. Yeah. That's a really long fake story to get to where my neurosis came from, but yeah. Yes. And now all you do too. But like, to be honest, why are any of you letting your hand dangle off the side of your bed? Why are you even testing fate like that? Do you remember that story, Mike? I can't remember where it came from. I don't know. I don't think it's real. It was one of those like, you swallow gum and it's in your stomach for 7 years or whatever. It was one of those stories, but it's possible. Like, the things that scare me are things that are possible. Possible, right? Like, the demon under my bed, not possible. Creepy pervert who broke into my house at night, locked my dogs out mystically. I slept too hard to realize it, and now he's laying under my bed waiting to lick my feet. Possible. 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 Very creepy. Very creepy. Possible. That shit. Yeah. I think that was the one. Oh, was it a scary story? I have those books. I could actually go look through them. I have them. I like have the compendium of scary stories, but I have no idea. One of my monitors just blinked and now I'm scared. Why'd you do that, monitor? Don't do that to me. Anyways. That is a highly specific way for a fear to manifest. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I think that's kind of how most truly unbearable phobia/fears manifest, though. It's just something freakish that happens and your brain rewrites itself to be like, that's not okay. None of that's okay. I would have assumed the dog locked itself in the bathroom after you woke up in a panic. I don't think she, like, assumed there was a human under her bed. It was that the news story on her TV literally that morning was about a dude who serially goes around and licks people's hands and like cuddles them in their bed and shit like that. Something like that. I have a cat monster that digs under the covers to nibble my toes. My dogs try to do the same thing. I don't understand. I have a cat. I have real chew worries. Because any other death is preferable to living in this timeline. I mean, I don't want my hand licked. That's not it. Yeah, grow a watermelon in your stomach if you swallow watermelon seeds. The Marilyn Manson removed a rib to suck his own dick. Like, do you guys ever think about the fact that we managed to spread that worldwide without the internet? How? I still don't understand. Where did these things start and how did they happen? All of that shit. We did that. Like, you and I did not grow up in the same school, and yet all I had to say was Marilyn Manson removing a rib, and all of you go, oh yeah, that one? It's crazy. We did that without social media. It's fucking weird. I don't even know how that happened. Just kids moving schools. Word of mouth, dude. It's fucking popular. Oh, it's definitely improbable. But, like, it doesn't stop the fear. If that makes sense. I'm scared of cellars, too, because there's a monster down there. Probably. I posted the weird ghostly photos of my dad in the selfie Discord. There's an older man standing closer to the camera in front of my dad. Wait, why are they creepy, though? Are they going to be nightmares? Is this no sleep? The Onion is a pretty interesting story. Pebble rattling around in shoe turns out to be a loose toe. How would you mistake that? VR, I'd go so far as to say if we could suck our own dicks, I don't know a dude who wouldn't. You guys stick your dicks some questionable places voluntarily. I don't think your mouth would even be a second thought if that was normal. Less cleanup? Spitters or quitters? It's called a stussy now? Wait, which one? Yeah, Mikey from the Life commercials died from eating Pop Rocks with Coke. I heard it from my cousin. The guy from the Dell commercials, he overdosed on pot. And the Blues Clues guy, he overdosed on heroin. That wonderful man who came back to make a wonderful video addressing all of us kids who grew up watching him and felt deserted by him when he left Blues Clues. Those were things that were just said. Like, people, and we were just like, okay. Like, it's not like you could be like, nah, I don't believe. It's just, okay. Either you believed it or you didn't, you just fucking moved on. The ocean is very scary. The ocean gets me because they're legitimate. Like, there's this video, this guy I watch on Instagram, and he has a pet octopus, very well taken care of. But every once in a while, he'll stick his hand in the tank, and the octopus straight up just goes blah, 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 up his arm, and I can't watch it. The tentacles make me so nervous. I'm like, look at all the sentience in this alien creature. Like, there's some of those down there that are so fucking big, they can just grab me and pull me down, and I don't breathe down there. Absolutely not. It's alien shit. I respect it. I think it's beautiful, but I ain't about to poke that bear. I'll just let other people poke it and I'll watch it on Instagram. That's fine. My cat's biggest fear is the strange cat she sees in the mirror that matches her every move. Lilith barks at mirrors still. All the time. I have to cover mirrors in my house like I'm living in morning in Victorian times, because if she sees herself, she barks. Don't do that, timeline. Don't do that. Don't do that. Steve literally is the hero we need. Steve's not dead, and neither is Mikey. These were just really weird rumors that went around when these people disappeared, because I don't know. I still don't know where the fuck they came from. There were so many weird rumors like that. Or like, my cousin's best friend's aunt's daughter ate something at Taco Bell and got cockroach eggs in her cheek. You remember that one? The amount of times my brothers tried to convince me that was real, and I was like, you're never ruining Taco Bell for me. I know more about bugs than you. Stop this. But they tried so hard. You didn't hear that one? It was variations of that. Like someone so many steps away from me that you can't contact them or know who they are, went to a Taco Bell and ate something that laid eggs in their cheek. And sometimes it was a spider, sometimes it was a cockroach. None of these things can happen. Please. I've known enough about bugs since I was like 5 to disconfirm all of these things. They're not real. But like these were just stupid rumors that went around. It was weird. I love Chihuahuas. Oh, they're so sweet though. My best friend, my best friend from the Wonder Years grew up to become Marilyn Manson. That was the most wild and easily disprovable rumor I remember from when I was younger. That one was, I heard so many variations of that. That he was like on the Mickey Mouse Club and you'll never guess who it was, etc., etc. Yeah, those rumors were so weird. We had a Taco Bell. Taco Bell meat was horse meat. Oh, that sounds familiar. I feel like that went around at one point or something. Or the one about spider eggs and some woman's beehive hair. Yeah, all of those things. The only bug I worry about laying eggs me is a botfly, right? Or like scabies. My God, worry about the things that matter, not the fake shit. They just bark. I mean, so do my dogs. Like, people love to give little yippy dogs a problem, but so I have a neighbor across the street here who has like 6 chihuahuas, and they're these rotund little sausages, and they bark sometimes. My neighbors over here who have 2 pit bulls, and granted, it's not because they're pit bulls, they're just big dogs. They just leave them in their yard all day long. Those pit bulls bark all day long, and they set my dogs off. That's what makes bork o'clock happen for my dogs whenever it happens. Is because just across the street here, like 2 car widths away, there are 2 very large dogs that just whoa, whoa, whoa at anything. All day, though. All day. They never stop. From like 7 in the morning until 10 o'clock at night. That shit, it sets my shits off. Very much so. I feel like they're disregarded. I feel bad. I'm not trying to judge someone's situation. I've only watched it for 5 years. And for 5 years, these people leave their dogs out in their yard, which is a quarter of my yard. It is not a large space at all. Leave them outside. Just like 24/7. That's I think they go to work and just leave the dogs outside or something, and the dogs are just ignored, and so their only stimulation is to bark at things through the fence all day long. I feel bad for them. But they're the loudest dogs by miles, and they're huge. They're sweethearts, by the way. The nicest dogs. It's like I want to be friends bark, you know, like just with every single person that passes because they get no attention. That kind of bark. It's not an aggressive thing. I feel like there's a dog hair stuck to my lip right here. And my brother and his friend told me a story about a woman who had a cockroach crawl in her ear at night when I was 5, and I've carried that phobia with me my entire life. It'll never happen. I promise you. Like, the like 10 times in the world that a bug has crawled into an ear or something is because the person rolled over or did something where that bug literally had no other option. There's no bug in the world that can't feel your body heat and can't feel all of the air and all of the things coming off of you. They want nothing the fuck to do with us at all. If you're worried, literally, I tell people this, I used to tell people this in the hospital too. If you're worried about things touching you or something in your sleep, put a fan next to your bed. Bugs hate wind. Most of them have horrific eyesight, and the only way they interpret their entire environment is vibrations of the ground and wind. And if you put a fan in a room, I could promise you, no bug will choose to exist in that room. Nothing. Spiders, nothing. They won't go fucking near it. Stagnant air, however, they do love. There's a huge pitch. And I mean, granted, I think some people do treat little dogs like they're little purse, delicate things. And I have seen some little chihuahuas and whatnot that are like, I mean, neurotic, unfunctioning creatures that are just, they're not even a dog. I don't even know what's happening. But that has to do with the person. There's nothing wrong with any dog. Every dog is just a dog. It's the person. Like, people who get little dogs oftentimes get them to treat them like that and make them these fragile, little, delicate, one-person, yappy, mean little creatures for some reason. But that's on people, not the dog. I'll never villainize a breed or something like that. That's just ignorant. Yep, they just pick them up. Exactly. There's no training there whatsoever. Pick them up, shove them in a bag or whatever, and then the dog. I mean, essentially, it's rewarding the dog for the behavior, right? Oh, I got snuggles. I got physical touch. Dogs don't know the difference. I need to share news. We love news. I was officially offered the CFO position. What? With a nonprofit in Colorado. Before I make any brash decisions, I need to process. I don't want to like make your shock worse. I'm trying to think of like how I can. Hold on. Wow, 6 feet under. That is like so exciting. I feel so fucking chill about it right now. I'm so fucking thrilled. Would you be absolutely delighted if we lit some marijuana on fire in honor of your recent success, whether you take it or not? What a fucking flattering opportunity, my dude. We're staying calm. I mean, half of Colorado looks like Kansas, just costs 3 times more, so. Like, if you want to live in the places in Colorado that don't look like Kansas, you're going to spend 3 times the money. We're like one of the most expensive states to live in right now. It's kind of crazy. You know that, Rod. But, I mean, that's fucking exciting and so flattering. Like, just the offer is fucking cool. Do you, like, what does your soul speak? Like, what do you want? Where do you want to live? I'd not want to live in Kansas because Kansas looks like Colorado, but like 10 times more Jesus and Trump signs. We have less of that. That's nice. We're like a nice, safe blue place, which is awesome. We're a sanctuary state for people who need trans healthcare. So, like, if you shut the fuck up, if you live in another state, you can come to our state as a non-resident and receive healthcare regardless of your gender preference or your gender expression, etc. Legal weed, codified gay marriage. Like, Colorado's got a lot of fucking shit going for it. I don't know anything about Kansas. Unfortunately, as a woman, I have to think about politics and where I live because there are some states who straight up just want to make me illegal in my existence. But, like, if you think about it, like, if you're having a hard time, think about where your taxes go. Would you rather them go to a nice blue place that takes care of humans regardless of their gender expression, or do you want them to go to a place that's evil? I don't know. I don't know anything about Kansas. Are they evil? They're just very flat. That's all I know. Very flat. A lot of Trump signs. And Jesus is coming signs. Is taking the job a risk because of current economics? And how much more of a risk is it than your current? Do you know what I'm saying? Not to be nosy. Just like, I'm really excited for you and I don't want you to be stressed. If you want to talk about it, if you don't want to talk about it, we can call red card and we can talk about things like butts or like the texture of nipples when they get hard, because that's really fun. You want to know a fun fact? Mine are always hard because they were pierced and that's just what happens. See, I can change topics really fast if we need to. I don't want to stress you out. Jesus is always coming. Ave Maria. Oh. Hi, bud. What are you up to? You got a bug. That's my boy. Good morning. Yep, now it's time for Jesus, time for dogs. Yep, that's the same with Colorado Trouble. We're very similar to Washington, I think, in terms of cost of living and stuff too, but we are a sanctuary, you know? Slight risk because it would be Medicaid focused. See, I don't even know, man. That sucks. I know nothing about that world. That is such a personal, like, I don't want to like dox your job and shit like that. Thank you for the follows. If you, how do I put this? If you stay in your current position, are you at the same level of risk? Because if it's like, I'm just putting puzzle pieces together in my head without trying to dox you, but like if it's a promotion within your company, that means you're already working with Medicaid, probably, right? That's such a tough decision, dude. I mean, I'm really fucking excited for you, and that is such an amazing opportunity. But that's I don't even know that world, unfortunately. I mean, really, at the end of the day, what a fucking flat. I mean, that's incredible. Just the offer in itself is fucking phenomenal. That is so cool, and you should glow and be really proud. Please be proud of yourself. Like, maybe have a little self-touch later. Have a little treat and a little one off the wrist, if you will. Treat yourself, bitch. That's huge. Whether you take it or not, flattering as fuck, man. That's just awesome. I didn't yell at the JWs to just ring my doorbell and set off my dog. I just told them I wasn't interested and told them to have a nice day. Wow, this is called growth. Cheers. Mag, you know what's funny? I don't know how legit this is, but I read something recently that was really interesting, and then it led to this person talking about it on Instagram, who is a very interesting economist to listen to. But they were talking about how a lot of very rich people and politicians like to blame the breakdown of capitalism in society on the childless because we are less willing to take shit and more willing to take chances on things we actually want to do in our life versus things we feel we need to do or have to do to stay safe to protect our kids because we're childless. We are like the first how do I say that? We're the first generation that is with the highest numbers of childlessness. How would you say that? Statistically speaking. But there's something to that where because we're like, there's no fear in, if you have a remote job, go live in a van and save money. And you're not buying into the housing market, you're not adding into the capitalist crash, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so we are the reason for the fall of all of it because we're risk takers because a lot of us don't have kids. And that takes away a lot of that risk taking. Of course it does. You have to have, I mean, that's what you do when you have kids. You provide a stable environment, you provide for your kids. No shame whatsoever. But there's something about that I read recently. It was really interesting. Oh my God, VR, what did I say? When Black Lesbian Jesus comes, the very earth shakes. It's why Japan has so many earthquakes. It's a conspiracy. Oh my God, I can't wait for that Jesus. If there's something I've learned about America from Twitch, don't sarcastically call it a religion. I learned that the hard way. I'll do it for you. I mean, when someone's like, hey, has anyone soaked lately? I'm probably going to be like, oh, a little Mormon. Who's jumping on the bed? But I was raised Catholic, so I feel like I get a card on that one. Not Catholic anymore, if that's clean and clear. Clean and clear. I've got a no soliciting sign on my doorbell. Sometimes it even gets rid of the Bible people. I have a no soliciting, please, and I have a sign on my door that says, please don't knock. We work from home, and I still get people knocking on my door almost every day. It's crazy. To mood, right? Zero responsibility. I have none. Glad I have none. Same. My responsibility is my dogs, and they're really portable. I can take them pretty much everywhere. Ha, bud. Would you go anywhere with me? Yeah. You're compact-ish. You might be a little bit of a horse, but you'd go anywhere. Is that hay? Yes. Thank you, bud. And there's my girl back there looking longing because I touched her brother, God forbid. It was great being a super fun time. He would. And then there's Bill. Hello, Miss Ma'am. She had her hand on my armrest. She's so sweet. I know. She looks like she's plotting. She's pouting. She's such a pouter. She breaks my heart with her eyes all the time. You're very sweet, Bill. You're just kind of a killer. Is it break time? Oh, it is about break time. We got thrown off today by Dad, huh? He got up too early. Yeah. Oh my god, right in the mouth. Why? Anybody want a poodle? Ma'am, you need to go outside? Oh, right off my bladder. Hi, Bill. You want to say hi? Okay. Hi, Bill. Were you plotting this the whole time? Okay. The glare, exactly. She looks at me like, I know what I'm doing. Live taping quiet on the set. Oh my god, I wonder if that would work. I will always gladly call out Christians for claiming that's what they are, but don't actually follow their own book. Since I had to learn it inside out growing up, yeah, we were talking about that yesterday. My Nana used to call those people 6-day sinners. He's the happiest boy. You wanna go outside? Yeah. You wanna go outside? And now they're gonna beat each other up. Okay. First break of the day, my dudes. We try to take a break every couple of hours and stretch our legs and get a beverage. Comfort your egg. And we'll awaken. I have to pee. BRB. Enjoy some music. I'll start it over. It's fuck boy. It's worth it. My yard is so hay. Listening to my dogs run through it is adorable. Reminds me of living on the farm as a wee little pip. The smell reminds me of horses. That's it. It's weird that smell doesn't make me think of my jaw getting crushed. That's a good sign. I like the smell. Let's Alan Wake, shall we? I'm trying to think where we left off yesterday. We left off as Saga. Pretty sure. Yeah. Not long lasting. Still pretty though. Sick. Wake! I know. We did Alan Wake. We were Alan a lot yesterday, and then we went to become Saga, and then we were Alan in Saga's timeline. Right? Oh, I love baby goats. Oh my god, that's so cute. Oh my god, that's so cute. I want baby goats to visit me. What doth I do for the baby goats? Wait. Cons that come to mind regarding the position. Housing, work hours, probably would go back to 70 per week. Jesus. Wife work situation, that's definitely probably more than that. But, I mean, those are pretty big ones, though. Like, quality of life's important. Like, how much do you want to work? If it's worth it, like the, raise or whatever. That's definitely something to think about. Who would thou like to live goatliciously? Maybe. Okay, I finished. Oh my god, leave me. I might get in trouble. Honestly, I don't know if I can have farm animals. I wouldn't. I wouldn't test it, probably. Pause. We got shit to do. And we finished Saga's chapter, and then something else happened. Hold on. We finished a chapter. No idea what chapter. It just says end of chapter. We finished a part. There was something else. It'll come to my mind. We don't need Steam. We need Epic. I always forget which fucking launcher it's in. Too many launchers. Wait, so fact I just learned, some teens brought a live chicken to the Minecraft movie for the memes. The poor chicken. Right, chickens can be very well behaved, but if it's not a chicken that's used to people, what a stressful situation for the poor fucking chicken. Is that a meme to bring chickens? Yeah, a full theater of children and strange people and a chicken? How did they know? And like, how did they sneak it in? I don't know how I feel about that. Whoops. We'll just wait for that bullshit to be over with. How's everyone doing? Enjoying the game, I hope. I love it. I mean, I love it, but I have to say, I've never been more happy to be out of a fucking basement. My adrenaline level for the past like hour has been up there. I really don't like deserted, unfinished basements. I don't know. I don't know if those should exist. Like, there should be a law. Because what about the Nana? What about scary fucking Nana in the basement? In the water. Basement. They're gross without the water. I know. I think it was like an old house design because when I was a kid, we had a house that all the laundry machines were in the basement, like near the hot water heater, I guess, or something. And so you had to go down there to do laundry, and it was fucking terrifying. I hated it. I just remember it was like a very tall ceilinged basement. And so the stairs were really long, and they were those wood ones with just holes in the slats and shit, and just not okay. It was not okay down there. True. I need to thank you again for my cow pose hip rotation. Dude, right? I do it every day before stream right here. That cat cow has helped my hips stretch so much and my lower back and stuff like that. Like, I genuinely sometimes in the morning, it'll be like 15 minutes before I go live or something. I'll just be like, wow, I kind of feel like a little shitty. Like, just a little bit. Just like my head feels a little off. Fucking get down and do some of my yoga shits, and I suddenly feel better. Just cat cow, stretching my arms out, just doing very simple stuff, but getting blood flow through my whole body helps so much. Washer and dryer in the basement. That was my old one of the houses we lived in. It was weird and it was terrifying. And I was just old enough to be asked to go down and get the laundry, and I'd sprint up those stairs with a laundry basket. Terrifying. South of Midnight looks really cool. We have ads almost done in 30 seconds, by the way. I apologize for those late ads. We are going to play that. That's in my plans. So once we beat Alan Wake, I have a slew of games that we're going to take a week-ish to, like, purge ourselves and our brains and just go through. And South of Midnight's definitely on there before we start another major series, which is more than likely Yakuza. Which will be sick, because I've never seen it. I've never played it. Washer and dryer was was in the basement, standard for older houses. That's what I thought. It was weird, though, because I've heard, like, coastal places don't have basements, but every coastal home I've lived in had a basement. Maryland had a finished basement. That's where I streamed from. I miss my basement. I was a super basement dweller. If this one was finished and not creepy, I'd be down there streaming. I don't mind a finished basement. I actually prefer it. I'm very much a dweller of the darkness. Instead, I just buy blackout curtains and make a cave. Oh my god, what is that? Yep, it's on Game Pass. There's really no reason not to at least try it, but Zeke already beat it. He said it's great. I don't go into my basement. It's got stairs you can reach between. Thank you. I love this song. Anyways, ads over. Let's do it. Okay, it's literally got 30 seconds left. I'll let it finish. What up, bad man? I hope you're doing well, honey bean. We had a washer and dryer in our basement, plus my mom strung lines to hang most up because 70 dryers plus 80s electric bills. You hang your laundry even in water. That and, like, I don't know if this is I'm really hard on my clothes. Like, I hang dry stuff in the summer and stuff just to, it smells nice, and why not? It's really windy here. But I feel like back in the day, like, clothes just broke down in the dryer really easily. Like, that's how you lose zippers and buttons. And so if you didn't have to dry it in the dryer, it was just better to hang dry it. I feel like that was a thing. Is my phone playing music? Shut up. We're busy. Anyways. I don't know how to keep the two stories like Alan's and Saga's. I want to keep them like even. And so I feel like we did an entire chapter of Saga, so do like I don't know how to gauge Alan though. And I'm assuming it won't, I don't know. I don't want to miss anything. And I'm worried, like, if I go too hard on one of the characters, I'll, like, miss content on the other character. And I almost don't want to ask you guys, because, like, is that spoilers? Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's great. I feel a little coveting of this. I won't. Okay, so cool. So if we're, like, just barreling through and we do, like, 3 days of Saga, it's not like I'll suddenly be cut out of... You know what I mean? Like I'll get too far in Saga and it's, like, a point of no return and now I can't go back and play any of Alan. Excellent. That gives me so much better... Because I've really been paying attention to that. Like, okay, we did this so much. Like, we ended a Saga chapter yesterday after going from Alan to Saga. And then we ended a chapter of Saga today. But, like, Alan, I don't know how to gauge other than how many hours I've been on the character because it's just parts. And I know asking about the parts is a spoiler, too. So I don't know. Sagas are chapters, Alan's are parts. Exactly. As for what number, there's a reason it doesn't say exactly. And I respect that and I like that. I don't want to know how many there are. As long as... the only reason I would want to know is if I needed to keep them even with each other in order to get all of the content from both. But as long as no matter what I'm going to get all the content, I don't care. We'll just go until we feel like we can go back to Saga. If I feel like killing wolves, we'll go back to Saga. I don't know if we're doing Borderlands this Saturday. I don't know if we communicated that or not. I know we're doing it on Sunday, though. And then, obviously, like, the next week is going to be fuckery. Because if you didn't hear me talk about this earlier, because of you guys being just dope-ass motherfucking bitches, no shit, and assisting me in raising over $30,000 in total over the years for St. Jude's, they've invited me out to the St. Jude's Summit, which is super fucking cool. So if you were around the last couple days where I've been, like, weirdly vague about what's happening in the next month, that's why I've just genuinely have no strict communication as to when I can talk about this or not, but it literally happens in 5 days. I'm leaving on the 15th. So I will figure out what the fuck is happening with my plans on that and stuff. But that's why, and I'm so sorry. But it's literally less than 5 days away at this point. So I'm telling you, I don't know. You'll find out eventually. I haven't talked to the other two guys at all. I have no idea what their plans are. So if you talk to them before me, just let me know. See you tomorrow, Pete. Oh, tomorrow, Fated Friday, by the way. Best fucking day of the week. Please bring music. Good vibes. Good videos. Like, last week, a couple people threw political videos at me. Like, please, God, no. I don't want to see it. Music, funnies, adorable animals. Like, if it's literally just pictures of your adorable animal, I'm fucking here for that. Like, you know, we just want good feelings. We get high all day and we want to feel happy and to smile and to laugh and enjoy awesome music. I welcome YouTube links and I welcome Spotify links, and I create I've been creating one massive list on Spotify and one massive list on YouTube, and they're just awesome at this point. So you should come by for Fated Friday. If anything, just use us like a radio. We have a fucking good time. I know, I don't know how politics could in any way, shape, or form be good vibes at this point. I just skip it. I don't even say anything. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck, because I think we're high and we want to feel nice. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. Strictly. I don't want nothing else on a Friday. The week is tough, and I think people come by to relax and hang out and listen to good music and not be stressed out, and that's fucking nice. So on that note, I'm gonna look for someone cool to raid, and I'm gonna go straw more of my yard. So, wish me luck. Wow. I opened and just nothing loaded. I love that. I go to my followed channels and I'm like, should we? Nobody. It's just blank. I'll find someone. If it loads. I feel bad because I feel like I default to Zeke, but I know his channel when he's live, and sometimes when it doesn't load like this. Is he? Okay, let's do that. When it doesn't load like this, I can't even type in a name, but I can go to Zeke's channel and do this. It sucks. I hate that. Twitch is being weird today. Let's hope that Twitch and Discord, especially because movie night, tonight we will be watching the last 2 episodes of Haunting of Hill House, if you would care to join us. We've watched the previous 8 episodes the last couple nights, and I think everybody that's been there has been enjoying it, which is super cool. And then I don't know what technically is in order second. I think it's Midnight Mass is technically what comes next, and then The Haunting of Bly Manor, and then they're not like, it's not a series, it's just the order of release. And then what's the last one? The Fall of the House of Usher. Oh, is Bly Manor second? Is it? See, I think that in my head because they're like part of the same story, but I can't remember where Midnight Mass went in there. Knives probably has a total plan for it, Alec. Who knows? Is Bly Manor second? Okay, he probably knows that. He probably looks it up because he knows they're not a consecutive story. Like, just the same cast and same director and shit like that. Oh my god, I almost knocked my bong over. Cheers. Please come to movie night. I hope Discord fixes its shit so we can watch our shows. I need my stories. You know what I'm saying? At this point, like, that's one of the most stressful things about going to the St. Jude Summit is, like, where are my stories? I'm really hoping I'll be home at a respectable time at night for movie night. I miss my stories. You know what I'm saying? It is. I hope it stays fixed. Cheers. Midnight Mass. We're going to watch that one, too. We're watching all of them, I believe. Just in release order. Come by. It's awesome. We hang out in a chat in silence and just like sit and text each other. We have a text chat that can sometimes get upwards of 1,000 messages. It's a good time. On that note, take care of yourselves, clean your bongs, take your vitamins, drink water, stretch. I'll see you either in movie night or tomorrow for Faded Friday. I just bit my tongue. Fuck it.